Let's summarize the female reproductive cycle. Female reproductive cycle is divided into two phases. One is the ovarian cycle or ovarian phase, and second is the endometrial or menstrual phase. In the ovarian phase, there is the development of structural and functional changes in the structure in the ovary. In the menstrual or endometrial phase, there is the structural and functional development or changes or changing events occurred in the endometrium of the uterus. So first of all, we see the starting point. There is the hypothalamus. Hypothalamus releases hormone called gonadotropin releasing hormone. Gonadotropin releasing hormone. This gonadotropin releasing hormone goes to the pituitary gland, and pituitary gland secreted two hormones further. One is the FSH, second one is the LH. FSH goes to the ovary and they started stimulated the development of follicle. So the follicular phase of the ovarian cycle started. So you can see all here there is slight increase in the FSH level, which was the reason for the development of follicles of the ovary or ovarian follicles. Ovarian follicles developed. They formed there were four changes. First is the proliferation and differentiation of primary oocytes, development of zona pellucida, formation of the theca folliculi due to the proliferation and development of the follicular cells. So these were the four changes occur in the follicular phase. Theca folliculi form two layers, internal layers and external layer. Internal layer was the glandular, external layer was the capsule-like layer. So this was primary oocytes moves to the corner, and there is the surrounding cumulus of cells. So this was the proliferative phase of the ovarian cycle. As the FSH increased, the follicular cells developed. Due to these follicular theca folliculi development, there is a release of estrogen hormone. This estrogen hormone caused the development, the increase in the level of LH hormone. LH hormone, the increase in the level in the concentration of LH hormone is called LH surge. This luteinizing hormone caused this follicle to release the secondary oocyte or the ovum. So this was the release of ovum is called the ovulation occurred. Up till here we have studied two phases of follicular and the ovulatory phase of the ovarian cycle. Next, these two hormones are diminished. The structure after ovulation, the remaining structure is developed into a structure called the corpus luteum. Corpus luteum is a glandular structure. If pregnancy occurred, the corpus luteum forms the corpus luteum of the pregnancy, and the main function of these glandular structure is release of progesterone and estrogen. These progesterone and estrogen hormones collectively, mainly progesterone is the pregnancy maintaining hormone. So the corpus luteum of pregnancy maintains the pregnancy by releasing the progesterone during the starting months of pregnancy. If fertilization does not occur, the corpus luteum degenerates, and this degenerating corpus luteum is called corpus albicans. And as there is degeneration of the corpus luteum, the hormones which were mainly being now released from the corpus luteum has diminished. So we have studied the three phases of ovarian cycle of the reproductive cycle, containing the follicular, ovulatory and corpus luteum phase. Next is the endometrial or menstrual phase or menstrual cycle of the female reproductive cycle. We can coincide this changes, which is the cyclic changes. The cyclic changes we can coincide with the follicular changes in the ovary and also the level of hormones. As in the start, FSH and LH hormones, starting FSH hormone has caused the development of follicular cells. The FSH hormone caused the development of follicular cells. The follicular cells start releasing estrogen hormone. Estrogen hormone has started the development of endometrium. You can see here, this is the thinnest, and now it is increasing in its thickness because estrogen is the stimulation. It is the stimulatory hormone for the development of endometrium. You can see here, due to this thicker folliculi development, the estrogen level has been increased. So this development of the endometrial wall, endometrium of the uterus, is called proliferative phase of the menstrual cycle. So this after this proliferation phase, it stays for 9 days, and there is the 2 to 3 times increase in the thickness of the endometrium and also in the water content of the endometrium. And next is the luteal phase. This is the phase during which the wall of the endometrium becomes more white, tortuous, and glands becomes more secretory, development of spiral arteries. Why? Because now the corpus luteum is secreting progesterone hormone, which is the pregnancy maintaining hormone. Means it is the hormone that stops the erosion of the endometrium. It is the hormone that caused the development of the endometrium or make it more receptive for the conception of the zygote. So if the pregnancy occurs, the endometrium will remain in its developed state, in its active state, in its glandular state during the 9 months of pregnancy. And if the pregnancy does not occur, there will occur ischemia. All the spiral arteries or the glandular structures that has developed in the endometrium of the wall will start degenerating. So due to degeneration, there will be start of menstrual phase, and you can see here, this is the menstrual phase. The first day of menstrual or menstruation is the first day of menstrual cycle. So this was the summary of the female reproductive cycle. Hope you will understand it. If you have any query, you can ask me. Thank you.